what is the difference between the word shadow and the word shade? Because these are, believe it or not, these are definitely different words. And some of you may not know the word shade, and if you don't, then this video is going to be perfect for you, right? They're basically the same thing. A shadow is usually at night, usually, okay? So, or, like, for example, if you could see my shadow, like during the day you could see a shadow too, right? If we looked down and you could see like a black thing of me on the ground, that is my shadow. But if we can see, you know, the black thing of the building, right? That's shade. So shadow would come from people, usually, right? Or at night. It's either at night or it's from people. So shade is from a thing. It's from a building, it's from a tree, and it's during the day, right? It's super hot during the day. You're sweating, you're like, oh my God, it's so hot. I wanna hide in the shade. Let's sit in the shade. I don't wanna be in the sun, I wanna be in the shade. The shade is the part that's blocking the sun, right? It's like you're hiding behind a building, you're hiding under a tree, and that gives you shade. It shades you from the sun. However, if maybe my dog, during the day, right, it's sunny, and my dog is like hiding in my shadow, well, I guess that's shade for him. It's still my shadow, right? Since I'm a person, it's probably gonna be my shadow as opposed to my shade. I wouldn't say it's my shade. He gets shade from my shadow, but I would say it's still my shadow. But the building, the tree, that is shade. However, at night, when there is no sun, and it's just the moon or the lights from like the street lights or something, and then the building is creating darkness, that is a shadow. So we could say that Batman hides in the shadows, or maybe a monster, the boogeyman, is lurking in the shadows, but that's at night. And I guess it's because it's multiple shadows. He's hiding in the shadows, but the shadow is gonna be like my shadow. So I think Peter Pan, for example, was chasing his shadow, right? That was part of the story of Peter Pan, is that he was chasing his shadow ran away. But that means that more than likely, he was only able to chase his shadow at night. But I suppose that things could have a shadow too at night, right? Like maybe you see the shadow of a chair, right? The chair is over there, but the shadow of the chair is over here. So that's the big difference, is that shadows are at night or during the day from people, and during the day, it's called the shade. And I know it's a small difference, but I guarantee you, you will sound kind of stupid if you say it wrong. I'll give you an example. I remember one time I was in the United States with my friends from another country, and we wanted to sit outside at a restaurant, and there was a lot of sun, and the guy said, hey, can we sit in the shadow? And I was like, oh, the shade, can we sit in the shade? And the lady was like, oh, okay, yeah. And then he was surprised. He was like, oh, there's a difference? And yeah, there is a difference. So it doesn't sound good. It sounds really weird if you said, could we sit in the shadow? No, that's not good. So anyway, I hope that helps. Make sure to subscribe my channel and click the bell. If you don't click the bell, you're not gonna get notifications, because this channel's small. It's a small channel right now. Let's grow it, number one, and number two, click the bell so you get notifications, all right? I'll see you next time, bye.